here with Susan and Jim Jufrey right here in their home, which is also the office for their National Property Inspections business. And we're excited to be here because when I was first doing this episode and when you guys contacted me, I really didn't know what you guys did. So I was excited to get out here and inform myself as well as our viewers about what you guys do. So Jim, can you first tell us a little bit about the business and what it is that you have?
Sure. We've been in business since 2006. We operate out of Sunset Beach. I'm the owner. Susan and I are the owners of National Property Inspections, and we have two other inspectors that are licensed in North and South Carolina. We've done over 3,000 inspections up to date, and we try to. Our goal is to provide our client with a comprehensive report on the home that they're looking to buy, so they can make an educated decision whether to go through with buying the home.
Okay, so what would be the importance of doing this? I mean, I know people can buy a home and stuff without it. Is that correct?
Yes.
But why would they need something like this before buying a home?
Well, that's a good question. We get asked that all the time, especially when people call initially. It's generally for the items that people can't visually see when they're walking through the home, looking at the home. It's the roof condition. People aren't going to go up on the roof. Inside the attic, I'm able to see water stains or leaks, and those are the things that are detected in areas where people aren't going most of the time. So it's basically, it saves them a lot of money in the long run, because if they just bought the home and didn't get an inspection and found out these problems, which got worse over time after living there, they're going to be left to deal with, it could be an expensive proposition.
So you might as well put a little bit of money in front of buying the house, so you really know what you're getting into, because that could be scary if you didn't know.
Right.
Now, you also do not only residential, but you do some commercial things too. Yeah. Can you tell us maybe some examples that you've done?
Yes. Well, there was a new hotel that was built down in Southport. I was there from when they broke ground. Usually the insurance companies call me, and I'm their eyes and ears on the ground, boots on the ground kind of person, to send them pictures and reports and progress reports as to the status of the project as it's going along. I've done insurance inspections for insurance companies for like safety inspections for like a gymnasium or a spa. I'll go in there and I'll make sure that the treadmill cords are not frayed and they're not in the walking path or something like that. Make sure the exit lights are lit. Make sure that they have a flotation device in the pool, if they have a pool.
Oh, okay.
Defibrillators, if they're up to date. Everything.
Right. Now, Susan, I know when we were talking, you had mentioned something called a honey-do list.
Yes.
And I thought that was really cool because I had never heard that before.
Right.
Can you tell our viewers what that is?
Sure. Most of the time, like Jim said, they're for buyers or sellers. But people, a lot of widowers, they don't know how to take care of the home, meaning where to put their money. So we do a home inspection that will come in and do all the electric, plumbing, and everything Jim said, and it'll let you know what needs to be addressed. What are some safety items? Maybe something will be need to be repaired in a year, or it's on a 5-year plan to repair your roof or replace it. And we'll come in and we'll do that full inspection for you. You can use it as a honey-do list, and you just check off the repairs as you need them. So instead of a homeowner being on the side of fixing things as they break, you will know what's coming up and you can prepare for it.
Okay, so that's kind of a, honey, can you do this?
Yes.
And okay, well, that makes sense.
Usually the wife calls.
Well, I'm really glad we got to talk to you guys about this, and I'd like to see, Jim, if you'd be able to take us around. I know we are in your home, which we're at your office as well, which is great. I'm for sure it's very convenient for you guys. But if we could just take a look around and just show our viewers some examples of what you do during an inspection.
Sure.
All right, well, Susan will be with you in just a minute, but let's go take a look.
Okay.
Okay.
So we're here now in your garage, and you have a few of the many tools that you're going to show us, and we really just want to see, I guess, just an example, because I know there's so many things you can do. We couldn't even go through a whole inspection in the amount of time we have. But what could you do, like out here, right in front of the breaker here? What would you do, and what tool would you use?
Okay, well, this is an electric panel. Basically what I'm doing when I'm taking the cover off, or after I take the cover off, is I'm just making sure that each circuit is energized and that I'm getting power at on the branch circuits. And then another thing I check for is I use this digital thermometer, and I go right down the bus of the electric meter to see if anything is overheated or burning up. And in this case, the average temperature is about 58 degrees going down the center of the bus, which is good. If there was a problem with any of these circuit breakers being loose, I would probably get it in excess over 90 to 100 degrees.
Okay.
So, that's how I detect a problem without actually having to remove the circuit breaker.
Okay. So you have lots of other tools, and there's some really cool ones. And there's from the microwave, and you can tell when air is coming into the house and when moisture is in the wall. And now you use this right here to enter all your information. So can you tell us a little bit about how you do this and what you can...
Well, I have this rolling table that I have my laptop on. Which also converts to a tablet. So if I want to walk around the house, the exterior, I'm able to put it into the tablet mode and enter the information.
Oh, wow.
What this does is it gives me a quick turnaround time for my clients, so I'm able to get the report out to them by midnight the same day.
Oh, wow.
Which seems to be, time is of the essence. Usually my clients only have like a 10-day period in which they need to have the inspection, the survey, and the appraisal, and everything done at that time. So by having these tools, they help me service my clients as quickly as I can.
Great. Well, that's very nifty. I like all these different tools. And you have a really cool tool we're about to see. And do you want to go outside and show our viewers what that is?
Sure. Let's go.
So we're here outside. We've got a really cool tool to show our viewers. So can you tell us a little bit what you have here and what all it can do?
Okay, well, I have a, especially in South Carolina, there's been a lot of safety issues and concerns that they've had, and they don't want us to go up on the roof physically. So up until recently, I would just put my ladder up at the eaves and use a pair of binoculars like this and look at the roof. And you get a pretty good view of everything, but I wasn't able to always portray this or let my client see the damages that I've seen because I couldn't get close enough to the damaged section of the roof. So recently I purchased this telescoping aerial mast, which extends 30 feet up into the air. I put a digital camera that has a high 30 times zoom, a digital camera up here, and I'm able to use my smartphone down here that is able to communicate wirelessly back and forth. So what I'm going to do real quick is I'm going to set up the pole just to show you how easy it is to set up. I'll just put it right here. It's got a foot pedal that comes down and is able to support this. And real quick, you just one section at a time.
Oh, wow.
Lock it into place. Go with the next one. And with this, I'm able to zoom in using the smartphone. And I'm able to give my client a good bird's eye view of any.
So this is great, and this is just one of the many. This is probably one of the coolest tools, but there's so many things that y'all can do. Now, Susan, before we wrap up, can you tell our viewers just some contact information? Y'all have a website and a telephone number.
Yes.
So tell us that information.
Our local number is 910-575-2171, and our website is www.nationalpropertyinspections.net.
Excellent. Well, I'm sure our viewers will love to use you guys because this is really great stuff, and I know that y'all can be very much trusted, and I think that's very important for a business. So it was a pleasure interviewing, guys. Y'all have been so much fun to be around. So thank you for being on the show.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. And thank you for being on the show too.
Well, thank you. Thank you very much.